Greetings and welcome back, everyone, to From the Depths, Allies Adrift with myself and EnterElysium.
Hello!
We are about to engage with a couple of scallywags consisting of a wander, two hoplites, and our entire captured fleet, of which great number of them are currently not actually in play. Alas.
Like 4 or 5 of our fleet, 5 of them are entirely conceptual at the moment.
Good times.
It's like the futures market, right? We have future ships. They're no use right now.
But eventually, they're going to be grand.
Yeah.
Let me move them down so that they're the last things spawned in. There we go.
Okay, I have actually no idea what the hoplites... The hoplites are the little flying ones, aren't they? And I can't remember what the Wanderer is.
The Wanderer's a flying one as well.
Okay. Because it said that like it had 4 strength for 0. I was like, what?
Okay. We ready to go?
I believe I'm on the Calamar.
Yep, that's where I should be as well. We've got the Jacob's Folly, the Riverhome, Urchin, and Shuriken. They're not actually bad little ships. In fact, you know what? Let's just start this fight out a little bit more awesomely by moving everything that can actually fight a little bit closer. Jacob's Folly down there. Have a Shuriken right there.
I'm just going to let you do the layout for this battle, because the last time we both tried to do the layout, I kept moving things after you moved them. And I was just like, nope. We just have the accident, for some reason, of just picking the same ship every time.
Yes. Great minds think alike. Simple minds seldom differ. There we go. Right, we should be set up, I think. You ready?
Yep.
Okay, begin battle.
Well, historically, we don't do well against flying enemies, but...
It's fine. It's fine. Hey. Okay, I need to be in the Calamar properly.
I'm on the Calamar. Huzzah! Okay, they're taking off. Your missile turret is still here. I forgot about that.
Yay! Yay, missile turret!
Oh god, I don't take control of the missile turret.
No. Let missile turret do its own job. Missile turret is very good at its job. That actually hits. It's going to just annihilate that thing.
Yeah.
Oh my lord, so many bullets. It fires quite quickly as well.
I know.
So, yeah.
Oh, hello. There we go. Beautiful. That hoplite just disappeared.
Yeah, the whole concern about flying enemies is significantly reduced with, what was it? 6? No, actually 8 thumper missiles on that turret. So it's going to be a bit of an annoyance when it's swinging around like that.
Yeah, I mean, that's the problem with 360 turrets. They do get a bit weird.
And pop. Pop. Oh, most of them missed. It's a bit of a shame.
I want to see the Wander get hit.
The Wander's actually a nice vessel. If we can capture that, it would actually be worth our time. Make it so.
Well, it's flying.
Hop over. It's going to be in the water now. Hop over to one of the closer ships.
Riverhome. Okay, I'm hopped.
Good luck.
Who designed this ship? The chair's actually in the way of the door.
I did not design that ship. I have noticed that a lot of them are a bit derpy. You've got 8 seconds.
Is it in front of me?
Yes, more or less. You've got...
Oh, it's off to the port side. And I went
seconds.
up starboard. I'm never going to get there in time.
You've got no seconds left. Come on, you'll make it.
I had to delete the door to get out.
You've got minus 2 seconds. You can do it. Come on.
No.
Oh, you failed us all.
Well, you said to go to the front, and I went starboard front, and it was port.
Well, port front is still front.
It was just port, really.
Oh, okay.
The Riverhome had gone past.
Right,
I got trapped in my own cabin.
That wasn't a bad little fight, I think. All things told. Ooh, I've got a weird glitch going on my map.
They got owned.
So great. Oh, it's because I've probably in binos. Yes. Nautilus always mess things up.
I wish that would reset.
Yeah, me too. Okay, hopefully these things will all start trying to heal themselves. Let's bring the fleet back towards the main base so that it can get properly repaired, because we desperately need these forces to be repaired.
Or
now
we need to have our submarine working.
Wow. Let's see what we can do about that.
And we're back in the Nautilus.
Indeed we are. Somewhat different from the Nautilus of before times.
This one is new and improved.
Indeed. Those of you who follow us on Twitter will, of course, know that following the last recording session, we spent about 2 hours working on the Nautilus. We were very happy with what we'd achieved.
Yeah, it was good, and we were just polishing it up.
Literally, just removing the last couple of blocks we had for testing a certain thing that was not working for it. We basically shenanigans with an ACB and a shield. ACBs apparently, that is advanced control blocks when they're sensing something. They can sense shields as physical objects, which, I mean, fair enough.
Yeah, so I put my shields down all over the ship, and I was like, yeah, we need shields everywhere.
Indeed.
And then it went, oh crap, I'm going to crash into something. Quick, rise.
It caused lots of shenanigans for us.
It took us like half an hour to figure that out.
Yep. And just as we were about to save it, both of our games crashed. It was a bad time in our souls, honestly.
So we resorted to streaming us building all of our progress back up.
Yes. We ended up streaming it for about 6 hours, though. So slightly more progress than we had last time, but awesome progress. Many of you chose to join us in our respective streams over Saturday. But for those who did not, it is time to check out the Nautilus. Now, we're going to check out the inside of the Nautilus first. You know where we're off to, don't you, EE?
Oh, of course.
Yes.
Let me join you.
Now, we've mentioned this a few times.
I'm floating. I cannot go down.
Can you make sure that this place is not actually flooded? Because it feels like it's flooded. I'll take care of it. Whoosh.
No idea where the buoyancy is.
It's right above the throne area. Oh, actually,
Okay.
It should be okay. You know what? I'll increase that to 50. There we go. Dunk. It's not really going to help. But
It's like I'm on the moon.
it does feel that way. I recommend you just walk. We are bouncing as if we're on the moon.
I'm trying to come down. Yep.
Did this merge with KSP? I think it may have. Now, this is the room where little EEs go when they've been naughty, because AVACs are never naughty. And because we can't trust EE to take his medicine, we have a special system.
So if I'm bad,
Yes.
then I have to go in here,
Yes.
and then...
He moves past a control block.
And I can just get out, Avok. It's just a door. What's to stop me getting out from the door?
Well, as it happens,
Dun,
this.
dun, dun.
He's locked in. Once this is fully... Basically, there's a sensor on the other side that detects the presence of a block, or rather EE himself as he moves through. Triggers this on a short delay, so there's time for him to get through the door properly. Possibly too long of a delay, really. And then this one, once it's fully slammed shut, activates this, which again, on a fairly long delay, about a 2-minute delay, will cause this to rise back up. So it will let him out.
Eventually.
Eventually. Once he's had long
I
enough.
only had time to implement this on one side, so
Yes.
the other side is just a door.
I'm going around the other side so I can get in rather than wait for the door to unlock. And then I can show everyone what happens to naughty EEs when they're sent to this rather nondescript room. Only it's not nondescript, because once you're inside, the Queen is very angry with you.
She is telling you off.
Very much so.
There we go.
We've even got like demonic lighting and everything.
Patriotic.
Well,
Demonified.
patriotic demonic light. Blue, red, white over there. Queen very unhappy with EE right now. I'm leaving because I've not done anything wrong. She shouldn't be unhappy with me.
Although I have just noticed that the you can't actually get out of the prison, because every time you go to get out of the prison, the door will slam shut in your face. It is possibly a small design flaw.
Fantastic. I approve.
I mean, if you get through quick enough, it will just slam close behind you.
Yes. But if you're slow.
Then there's no chance for you.
Now, I think we've saved the best for last now. Ready? I'm going to unhook my camera and zoom right out. This is what 6 hours of streaming... Well, I mean, it's probably about 3 hours of work because we were drinking at the same time. It may or may not have affected. Especially because we had to drink every time we complained about something. So the further we got into this, especially with the shaping, because I was complaining bitterly about that almost constantly, the less my ability to build
Yeah, but it was twice
became.
as bad though, because every time you had to drink because you complained about complaining, you then complained about complaining and you had to drink.
Yes, it was. And if I mentioned the word drink, I had to drink again. Ah, it was bad times. Bad times. But down here, we have a very nicely, in my opinion, shaped Nautilus. We've still got the Union Jack on top. Down here, we have anti-missile missile systems. Now, these are set to only trigger when an ACB just under here detects that a missile is within, I think it was 1,500 blocks. Sorry, 1,500 meters. Then these will all launch. They've got good launches on them, so they'll usually get out of the water before engaging their thrusters, and then they'll just try to chase down the missiles. It looks amazing. The sky is just like an Etch-a-Sketch tactic. Over here, we've got the missile warner systems, which tie into this. We've got cruise missiles. Now,
Oh yeah, we're
here.
lacking a little bit of firepower in the up and the down direction, so
Yes.
we added some actual cruise missiles that are laser designated.
These are the laser designators controlling the cruise missiles. Again, we have the bajillions of mines. We have updated the rotor system here. So we've now got slightly taller rotors, much more lift on each side. The ACB has been moved, so we've got one straight down, two to the side, and two straight forward. So there's a lot more detection going on there. We also have these down here, which are frankly a little bit too strong. I need to change these. Each one has got massive amounts of ejectors. These are meant to be torpedoes for protecting the bottom of the craft, but in reality,
With the amount of rejectors
yeah.
they've got, they're more sort of torpedoes for killing the seabed.
Yes, that slight design flaw, honestly. We've got a lot of speed. Well, on something this big, though, it only really translates to, what was the top speed? Something like 5, something like, or 6?
It was more than that. I think it got 6.7 in test, but
Okay.
honestly, the problem is like we are so wide and we've
Yeah.
got a very flat front that we don't have a lot of aerodynamics. Well, water dynamics, hydrodynamics.
Hydrodynamics. We've got double rotors on the back for keeping our pitch correct. Once these detect that our pitch is more than 3 degrees up or down, the rotors will spin up in the appropriate direction to try and pull the tail back down or push it up to make sure the ship is relatively level. This little thing back here is a docking clamp. Eventually, my thought is to have a very fast little submarine runabout used for capturing distant targets. Hopefully before the Nautilus itself annihilates it utterly. But this thing, once we build it, it'll probably be something that can...
Fly.
well, maybe. It might be a flyer.
This thing could fly.
Or it might just be a really fast sub. Or it might be both. Maybe it'll be...
We could have other fast subs. Like, people suggested that because this is a manta ray, we should have pilot fish.
Ooh, that's actually a good idea. We've
We
got
could have, like,
conspicuous spot on top of the rotor blades on either side that could have something spawning in there. But the most impressive part of this is that it actually works. It's no longer just basically a stationary turret. It can swim around.
Now, one small change I want to make is the fact that we have issues with roll at the moment.
Yes, at the
Because you
moment.
can't detect roll with an ACB.
No.
And if one of our wings goes out of the water, one of the wings is trying to drag it down because they control our depth, which means that wing gets dragged further under, the other wing goes up, and we end up just rolling on our belly.
Yeah, or rather on our side, more to the point.
Yeah.
Rolling on our belly would be fine.
You just got to scratch it underneath the manta ray. That's how it works, right?
But, yeah, pretty much.
However, I wrote something just for this occasion.
He did. He's been very creative.
Oh, yeah.
Where are you going to put it, though? Where are you going to place this lure?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Should it go in the bridge, or...
I think it should possibly go down by the AI.
Okay, let me grab a lure block and go find the AI.
Okay.
I mean, actually, there's an AI here. This is our... oh, that's our laser AI. Where's the navigation AI?
Right underneath you.
Okay.
You can go down there. We really do need to work on the lower part of the sub, though. The top is looking amazing now. It's still got some room for improvement, but it's really starting to look nice. But the bottom has been sorely neglected. Sorely neglected.
You do realize that the weakest part of our sub is that front glass window, right?
Right.
We've got these explosive ammo creators behind it.
I didn't actually drive them back that far. I drove them back as far as the stairs. So...
Was that me?
Yes.
It can't have been me. Oh god. This is what happens when you stream and you're drinking.
I'll
You
fix
make
that now.
explosives go at the front of your ship. Do not do this, kids.
No. Do not play with explosives at all, whether at the front of your ship or not.
Well, isn't that like the best part of childhood?
I don't know. I wasn't playing with explosives. I was running, jumping, climbing trees, that sort of thing.
Oh, just me then.
Yes. I suspect that may have just been an EnterElysium thing.
Yeah, so many things I had in my childhood you just can't get these days without getting on terrorist watch list.
Well, I mean, whilst that is true, I was also out with my shotgun getting rid of vermin from various farmers.
See, I didn't have a shotgun. I had to make my own sort of...
You had to make your own shotgun, my lord! It's quite impressive, I must confess.
Well, it just ended up being a smoke grenade. It didn't, like, burn fast enough. But anyway, now we have a script. Can you see the script as well?
I will check in just a moment. I've got to make this pretty, after all.
Okay. So basically, if you've seen the like log down the bottom of my screen, it's printing currently like our current roll. If that roll goes over, I think I've got it set to 5 at the moment. So
I
you have
can't
5
see
left, 5
this,
right.
by the way, so that's...
You can't see this?
No, I'm not seeing any debug script. Alas.
Can you see anything in the lower block now?
Might be because I'm in build mode. I'll have a look, though. Let's come out of build mode. I'm not seeing any script, no. But let me have a look at this lure block. Okay. Error logs. All
There
right,
we go.
It's printing out the it's printing out the numbers.
Yeah, so that's our current roll. And if we roll more than 5 degrees, it'll pop up on our like HUDs. So even if we're just in the ship somewhere, it'll pop up saying, rolling right, correcting. Or rolling left, correcting. And then it will basically use our roll thrusters, which ships don't use, but they have.
I think it's just basically an AI construct, and anything can tap into it. Exit, don't save, yes.
So basically what I've told it to do is just fire the roll thrusters, which is a surprisingly simple bit of code, something the AI doesn't understand.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's remarkably simple, like launching a cruise missile and then having it drop back down and keep a very set distance above the surface of the water or the surface of the land, being able to predict where it's going to go. I've played a lot with that.
People have gone crazy stuff with lure missiles. Like people have done javelin-type top-down attack profiles.
Yep.
And swarm missiles that basically all pick like a different point in a cloud around a target, so that they basically saturate an area.
Mm-hmm. I've made sidewinder missiles for no particular reason, but just that they'll randomly adjust left and right constantly until they're within a certain distance, and then they home in and then just zero in and dart straight
is a
for it.
dedicated thumper one where basically it says, okay, I'm within 100 meters of the target, accelerate the thruster to max speed.
I've not even looked into that. I'm not even sure it's a possibility with Lua as it is, but that would be something worth looking into. Right, okay. Well, you've got your new funky piece of code. Have you set up the propellers and or ion thrusters?
We already had them set up. I set them up like at the very beginning and then realized they didn't work, and I never deleted them.
Awesome. Then we've got our propulsion on the sides. Right, are we ready to take the Nautilus out?
I believe we might be.
I think we might be too.
It's been so long in the making.
Okay, well, I'm going to undock it. You ready?
Okay, who's flying it?
I'm not flying it. I'm hoping the AI is.
Okay.
Ready?
Go for it.
Dunk. And off.
And I'm going to take the Atlantis out of play.
Okay. Have we turned the AI on? It's in combat. It'll turn on all the other AIs as well.
It's not using the forward propulsion systems currently.
Oh, it is a little bit. It was for a second.
Very, very minor amount.
Basically, it's not trying to go anywhere, so it's just happy where it is.
Do we want to give it like a patrol order or something?
We do. We want to take it. And let's trial by fire. Let's just go straight over and attack the Deepwater Guard's outpost. So, we'll pull all. We're going to
By the way,
move
we
everything
only have
over
50,000 metal.
That's fine. Nautilus is expensive.
I didn't realize quite how close we got.
Nautilus is stupid expensive. What were you expecting? Right. We're just going to move the Nautilus down here. We'll have captured this area straight away.
Speed 90 meters per second?
I strongly suspect that is the game being glitchy.
Don't ever build on the Nautilus again because it will keep that top speed.
No, we're not going to cheat.
90 meters per
The
second.
moment we're in a fight, it'll work out that it can't move that fast.
This is amazing. Talk about fast response.
Something this large should not be moving that fast.
That's like, what, 200 miles an hour? More than that?
Okay,
200
we've
miles an hour?
got some enemies. I'm going to allow these enemies to get a little bit closer. I mean, that's a reasonable strength 40 fleet. This is something good for the Nautilus to
Force
catch its
count
teeth on.
19?
Yeah, it'll
What
be
the
fine.
hell are they?
Ships. Lots and lots of
Monkey
ships.
barrels,
The-
Sea Adder, Drake Light.
Well, let them get
Sea-Adder,
relatively close, because the
Atlas
Nautilus is going to
retrofit.
have time to get down into the water. So, let's let this
Oh
thing
my
get in
God.
close.
This is going to be an
Then-
interesting fight.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be grand. You
Well-
ready?
We do excel against small enemies because we've got a laser.
Right. Okay. It is time, I feel. Nautilus,
Okay.
attack both of these enemies. Now, the distant enemies are far enough away that the Nautilus shouldn't have a problem. I'm going to move the Nautilus even further. Well, actually, no. We'll move it
We
a
need
little
to
bit
increase
closer.
the battle size.
Yes, we
can't-
do.
Yeah. I think only the host can do it.
23,000. That's actually a very, very small amount considering how many ships are going to be in this. I guess
Well, they
just
are
a
very
lot of them.
small.
Okay, well, are you ready? Whether you are or not, we're going.
Okay.
Don't know why I bothered asking. I would not have accepted the answer if you said no.
Oh god, my FPS is suddenly tanked.
Well, that will happen. The Nautilus is trying to sink. Good, Nautilus. Very good. Make sure you're not controlling any of the missiles.
I am.
Or
There we
anything.
go. I'm not now.
Good, good, good. Right, the Nautilus is
gonna-
already engaging using its lasers and its cruise missiles. Right, I'm going to have to bino this because there's no way I'm getting over there in time.
Yeah, I'm already on my way.
Are you sure you're not controlling the laser? Because the laser's doing funky things right now. Oh, the lasers have decided, no, we don't want to hit this place. We want to hit those things all the way over there in the bajillion distance over there. We can't even see right now. That's what we want
We
to
have a
destroy.
kill.
Yes, we do. 2
Oh!
damage, and it's down. Though the fort is engaging the Nautilus, I don't think it's really going to matter. We're selecting
love those cruise
different
missiles, by the
targets.
way.
Oh, those cruise missiles really can't do the range that they were trying to do. You're going to need to set up the AI not to engage such distant targets.
Yeah, I could do that now, but I'm having fun. I think
Oh.
what happens is one of them is set up correctly, the other one just doesn't have any settings. I
Yeah.
assume that's the case.
Well, those cruise missiles are not going to be too useful for us because they're going to continue to try and hit things they'll never get to. But there we go.
Oh,
The enemy's
beautiful.
fort just got pretty badly hurt.
It's
Just got
actually
schooled.
salvaged because the missiles started ignoring it, I think.
I think my torpedoes are launching as well. Oh, definitely yours are. Look at all these torpedoes in the water. Let's go to the map. The Nautilus is engaging quite aggressively at this
Oh,
point.
wow. I'm just watching this just swarm.
That is fantastic. The Sinner's outpost is being very quickly torn apart. Got a couple of bullets just falling around the Nautilus. I don't think it really matters, though.
Is the Nautilus actually moving towards the enemy?
I'm not sure. I don't
Doesn't
think the
look like it.
Yeah, it is moving.
Okay.
It's just not
Oh, yeah.
at, eight-
Speed 6.5. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not at the crazy 90 meters a second that you're perhaps used to, or were hoping that we would keep. Okay, let's have a look at you. You're actually now almost within range of the cruise missiles, I think. Right, we've taken this area.
Mwahaha.
I'm going to get over closer to the enemies now.
Okay, this Drake is...
Brave.
He's not taking any damage from the laser.
The laser might not be hitting it properly, or it might have used smoke. And there we go, cruise missile connection.
AI dead.
Yep, 2 damaged, and it's falling out of
Oh,
the sky.
this swarm of cruise missiles is going to hit the corpse.
Oh,
GG.
wow. Is it actually going to... No!
Oh!
Wow! That was fantastic.
And then they just ran out of fuel.
Okay, the laser is not super accurate at this kind of distance, but I imagine it is doing some damage. We've swapped out the continuous wave, is that right? Did you set
Yeah,
it all
no, I
up to
put
be
Q
Q
switched on.
switched? It's just not hitting it. It's just missing.
It's a shame.
It is a bit of a shame.
Okay, we've got like a load of
Occasionally,
hoplites
it
coming in.
sounds like it is actually hitting something, but Yeah, it is hitting something every now and then. I can see some of the armor being damaged. It's just it's so far away. The Nautilus is having a real hard time of actually hitting it. We need to set up those cruise missiles, though. That AI needs to change so badly.
Yeah, I'm gonna change it now.
What I would love
I can
to
recall
see...
where the AI is.
What I would love to see is something getting close enough to launch a missile at us that our
Oh, your
anti-missile system kicks in. Because that actually literally paints the sky. But, unfortunately, the cruise missiles have a little bit less range than I expected. So this is probably going to be a while before we're close to our opponents. Alas.
Currently trying to find the AI for them. I'm like, where did I put this AI?
Correcting left roll. Very nice on the lure there.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the cruise missiles are basically dropping now where, roughly speaking, the ships are. So I'm not sure what these are. I think these might be hoplites.
Okay, what range do you want them to engage?
Let me see. How far
Closest
away
person
am
at the
I
moment, second closest.
About 1,500 is their limit.
Okay.
So as long as you tell them not to engage anything beyond that limit, should be good. Monkey Barrel, you are so doomed. Oh, Monkey Barrel, you survived. Okay, set it to 1,400. That seems to be roughly where they lose their ability to hit anything. The Monkey Barrel has taken a little bit more damage now, but yeah, cruise missile connection, it's going down. There we are. Cruise missiles are splitting up a little bit. And everyone said that you couldn't have sub-launched missiles. Oh, you fools!
And they are glorious.
Well, they were about to be glorious, and then they decided, nah, actually I don't want to hit you, even though I'm right there. I'll go hit something else. It'll be grand. Oh.
Okay, well, the max range is set up on that one to 1,400. The max range on the other one, 1,400.
There we go. All right.
I really want to see the mines being used, though.
Well, we're going to need to be much closer for that, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Much closer. Really? The cruise missiles seem like they're going for a much more distant target.
Well, they still prioritize certain targets, but they should have a max range.
Oh, maybe that is actually close enough. Yeah, no, that was close enough. Oh, they've decided to go for something else now.
What? At the last minute?
I know.
God
it's
damn
so
it.
indecisive. You do not have the prerogative of changing your mind, missiles. Okay, they're getting close now. And the cruise missiles have decided, nah, they're too close now. We want them to be dead.
That was... I think that was overkill, if we're completely honest.
Yes. Glorious overkill, though. I mean,
I love how they just swarm through it and then just pick the next target along.
Yeah. That is so beautiful. So, so beautiful. Here they come. Another volley of cruise missiles.
Oh, there it goes. Oh, beautiful. By the way, you know what we should do? Because we, you know, a very
I love how so many
will...
of the cruise missiles... sorry, oh, they're torpedoes, sorry. I was like... Oh, that's fantastic. Go ahead, sorry.
You know that, like, very occasionally the Nautilus will actually, like, clip terrain because it can't adjust quick enough.
Yeah.
We should put airbags on it.
It'll... Well, it shouldn't really be clipping terrain at this point. It's got enough prediction. Though, I think the main issue is the ACBs can only check 50 meters ahead and at full speed. Because it climbs and descends so slowly, because of its size, 50 meters isn't enough for it to adjust. If
Atlas retrofit
is quite close. I'll write a Lua script to control the climb and descent. That'll probably be easier because I'm probably going to be able to check much further ahead. In fact, I can check intelligently then, because instead of just saying, "Oh, well, is something 50 meters ahead?" regardless of how fast I'm moving, it can calculate how fast am I moving, how fast can I climb. That's how far ahead I need to check at any time.
You could use pitch thrusters.
Yes,
Dedicated pitch thrusters make it so much quicker.
But I mean, come on, those rotors are awesome.
Oh, they are. They are.
That is glorious. Well, the Nautilus has decided to take things out using amazing range.
Which is fine, you know?
Yeah, very much so.
If they
How
got
are the
closer.
torpedoes doing? the torpedoes actually hitting things? The torpedoes seem to be just kind of chilling out.
Really? Oh.
Yeah.
I like the fact that some of them are actually just like dolphin jumping. Oh, are they not set to hit? I think those torpedoes are actually targeting air vehicles.
Yeah, they should be set to only have a maximum elevation of like 5.
I bet what we did was we did like all the actual like work making the ship, but never programmed the actual weapon components.
Yeah.
Do you want to do the torpedoes?
I'll check on the torpedoes in a moment. They're almost there to the sea adder, though.
I'm hoping that these cruise missiles are gonna just like rain death upon someone.
There we go. Sea adder's taking a load of damage. All of the torpedoes just suddenly realize they've got.
Come on, cruise missiles! They're so close. They're so close.
Are they gonna drop down on them?
That's what I'm hoping. I think
that would
no,
be
they might miss. They might miss.
No, I don't think they are. Well, this fleet was utterly boned. There was nothing it could do. The Nautilus can project its firepower from such an incredible range. There's very little that any of these things can do.
Especially considering we're underwater, and even if they were next to us, they'd probably still have a hard time hurting us.
Very much so, yes. Right, okay, well, I am going to try and find the AI that you use once I've pulled my binos back in. Why? Right, there we are. Let's find the AI. Where did you put the AI for your torps? I found it. It's okay.
Yeah. The torpedoes are going to hit something.
Yay! Alright, local weapon controller. Minimum altitude to engage is fine, but maximum altitude is currently set to 20. You know what? I'm going to set that to 5.
Yeah.
Because they can probably bounce enough to hit something at 5.
I mean, is it 5% of mass? Because the center of mass sometimes might be out of the water if they're really buoyant.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's why I always set it to 5, because it's above the water by 5 meters. If it's more than 5 meters above the water, then they've just basically glitched the system. Well done. You have escaped death. 5 on that as well. There we go. Oh, what is the maximum distance for these torps?
The maximum range of the enemies we currently have, like pretty much exactly.
Okay, that's fine then. I would say with a torpedo with 4 fuel tanks. How many propellers do they have? Sorry, 4 propellers, 1 fuel tank. It's probably going to be about 1,500 to 2,000, something like that.
Well, wherever the max range of the enemies are is where the torpedoes are exactly stopping under my camera.
1,500 then. So I'll set this to 1,400, much like the other, just to ensure that they.
If you set it to 1,500, the enemies will probably close by the time they get there.
Well, that's a good point, actually. Yeah.
And with torpedoes, you know, it's quite a significant closing time.
Well, it's not actually that much when you got 4 propellers. They'll get up to about 40, 50 meters a second.
Yeah, true.
But I'll set it to 1,500 anyway.
I mean, at the worst case scenario, like you're leaving torpedoes right in front of them to run into.
Yeah, exactly. There we go. 1,500 on each of those. Glorious.
Oh, I believe we might have defeated the enemy.
Really?
Yep.
That is amazing. The Nautilus by itself just took out a fairly large force, honestly. There we go. The cruise missiles coming in to finish off the Urchin. Oh, so much fragmentation, warheads exploding. Oh, there we go. Well,
Nautilus didn't take any damage.
Well, to be fair, it was very far away from anything that could hit it.
I was thinking more about itself.
Oh, it didn't hurt itself. Well done, Nautilus.
I'm impressed.
Well done, Nautilus.
It's correcting for left roll.
We are very happy with you. Very happy indeed. Okay, well, there we have it. The Nautilus has been combat tested, and it has proved to be remarkably good at its job.
Also incredibly stealthy. I cannot find it. I'm flying above the water right now, but trying to see it.
Oh, that is glorious.
Where are you, Nautilus?
It's probably that the sun is in the way, because when I'm above it, it's very much obvious because it looks so pretty. But
where is it relative to the ring?
Right towards the north of it.
Oh, to the north? Ah.
Yeah, you're looking in the wrong part of the ocean. I mean, to be fair, it's a very big ocean. There's lots of parts to look in. But I think we're going to be wrapping it up there now that we've seen the Nautilus in action. I strongly suspect that we're going to be seeing it in action a lot more in the next couple of episodes. But I hope you've enjoyed this one, and will be joining us, of course, in the next. But until then, and as always, do take care.
And stay shiny.